Number 7.
Well, Jayden Daniels needs protection. Laramie Tunsil, Meat, Francis Maui-Noa, Miami. Many people think he could go interior and play guard. He's not a left tackle. He's more of a right tackle. I don't think he has elite foot quickness, so maybe move him inside. But I got Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels is getting banged up in this league. I always said the downfall to Andrew Luck, they couldn't protect him. He took a beating, and Andrew Luck was big and trunky and thick. Jayden Daniels isn't. So this one, he's a road grader. He's tough. He was helping pave the way for the Hurricanes' great late-season run game. He goes 7 to the Commanders.
Washington Commanders fans, baby. I've missed y'all. I've missed y'all. It's been a while since I've been able to really make a lot of Commanders videos, which is really frustrating cause you guys know how much I love making Commanders videos and how much I truly believe in Jayden Daniels. It feels like it was just yesterday that I was doing all the victory laps of being like I told you the Commanders are great. I told you Jayden Daniels is special. I told you. And then everything went in the exact opposite direction. And it's frustrating, truly. I'm optimistic that the Commanders can kind of bounce back here because I was talking about this in the comments section with some Commanders fans. I'm so annoyed and I've had to just almost like kind of disconnect from it, like the conversations that we were having, all these conversations about like Drake May and Caleb and Bo and this that. And I just like we act like Jayden isn't a thing. Or we act like somehow his rookie year was a fluke or something like that. And it's just like no, Jayden was just banged up. The team was a bit of a mess. Injuries all over the place, blah 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 blah. And it's just like it was a lost season. It was a lost season. And when I think about it, it's actually kind of interesting because I made a whole video, a couple videos actually, about Mahomes needing a playmaker and that's what they need. Yada yada. A yada. That's what, can help bring to the table of what makes Mahomes great and etc. 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 And it's just like with Jayden, even though I think some of the weapons and the pieces around him are older and maybe not the best versions of themselves and etc. It's like to me I just need Jayden to be able to have an extra beat in the pocket. I think he has such beautiful touch and such elite processing that even his ability to scramble and rip off a run, if he can just have an extra beat in the pocket, even if he's not going to use it to throw but to just survey the field as a whole, it'll be so much at it when we talk about protecting him, right? Sometimes it really is like, well, the O-line, the pressure is getting to him and now he's getting sacked. He's getting hit. He's throwing the ball and he's immediately getting hit, right? Like that's obvious. We know that. But even in an instance like this, even when you're still going to scramble and take off, if you still get an extra beat, you get to look at the field in a way that now you're going to be able to make, I don't want to say a better decision, but a more informed decision as to where your legs need to take you. So you'll be able to get the positive yards, get out of bounds, get down, etc. Where you see the pocket collapses quickly, we know Jayden can still make something out of nothing there, but you're in a more reactionary, sit-on. You're more just react because you have to make the decisions instantly. And so now you're more of just like I'm just using my pure speed and athleticism to get my way out of this and I'm great at it and I can do it, but I'm leaving the door open now to not make the best informed decision of that. Therefore, it can also put me in a position to get injured. And like I told you guys this before and I went through this last year. I actually went through this a couple years ago, but then certainly last year that like designed runs alone lead to less injuries than actually just getting hit in the pocket because you're not ready for it. You're not like if you get sacked, especially obviously if you see that the pressure's coming and you can brace it. But it's actually like it designed runs are safer than even just like traditional scramble runs because as a quarterback, as a player, it's coming and there's ways for you to prepare yourself to minimize some of the contact, etc. You would think it's counterintuitive that like we need to, if you want to protect your quarterback, stop doing designed runs. And it's like that's not quite the case. You need to put your quarterback in a position more often than not to be able to make the best possible decision and just evaluation of what he's seeing there. And so to me, that helps Jayden to such a degree that I think is way more important in this moment time than anything else. You got to be able to find to get him to just have that extra beat rather than saying we just want you to scramble less. We just want you to take less hits. It's like yes, that's all well and good, but you can still have your cake and eat it too in a lot of ways. You can have your cake and eat it too. And it starts with moves like this. I mean, we were never able to even really see any brand of special with Jayden last season, and that's just like again, I don't even think about it much because it's just like it's too frustrating, and I think it's too much of just like a random blip that I'm just like there's no like deep dive, there's no analysis. There's like there's no lessons to be learned outside of being smarter in terms of how you call plays to protect your quarterback in games that mean nothing and that you're going to lose anyway and you're getting destroyed, so maybe don't get your quarterback lit up for no reason. But that's a whole nother conversation, and I've already made that video in real time when it all happened when I was as angry as I was. But yeah. I still think there's so much more to gain from Jayden, and the idea even that he just has to radically transform who he is as a quarterback. It's just like I don't think that's the case. It just has to be adjusted. And yeah. I think also people also don't realize, and this is I said this is Rook. I.e. season. It's like if you take away his legs he's an elite passer. He's an elite pocket quarterback. He's a playmaker from the pocket. Like even if you were just like Jayden, you can never scramble again. You just can't. It's just not going to work out for you. He would still be on the path to being a top quarterback in the NFL. So, yeah. It's the way I'm looking at it right now. So Commanders, make the right moves in the draft. Get Jayden back on track. So we can get back to having fun conversations about the Washington Commanders and their trajectory. And Jayden can be like calm down with Caleb. Calm down with Drake. Calm down with Bo, calm down with all these, like calm down. I'm actually the quarterback that had the most success. I'm the quarterback that actually did it, like relax everyone. You guys all were like Drake May's the MVP. Did you see what I did? You didn't even consider me for the MVP my rookie year. But Drake May blows out the Giants and the Jets and you guys want to throw a parade for him. Like what? Like are we serious here? Do you see how I played against the Philadelphia Eagles who ended up winning the Super Bowl? Did you see what Mahomes did? Did you see what I did? There was a difference. There was a difference. We all forgot all about that. Because it is what have you done for me lately? And I get it. Someone said that to me recently. They were like, oh, in the comments section they were like, this is the what have you done for me lately channel. And I was like, oh, that's not totally true, but like yeah, I emphasize on what you did for me lately cause I don't want to just live in 2019 and 2020 and 2021. I'm focused on what's in front of us right now. What's in front of us right now? And the problem is what we see with Jayden right in front of us right now, the way how I'm looking at it doesn't exist. Because what I saw last year is just like yeah. Again, I mean it's truly meaningless to me. But also, I can't rely so heavily on what I saw in 2024 either and just be like well, that's who Jayden is thought and like and now just like have that be the only thing. Like that can't be either. That's why it's just like no, it's 2026 now. Let's get back on track. Let's get that momentum back moving forward. And let's get after it. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders? Do you want them to draft I guess I might even going to say a specifics because I just heard Greg Cosell say this too earlier where he's like I don't get into the whole mock drafts and like neither do I. So I try not to get too lost on like specific players cause I don't even know who's available, but I'm more curious at this point where do you think what direction do the Commanders need to go in terms of in the draft? Like what what position, what angle, you know. Any specific names that do come to your mind, if it is Francis or not. Let me know your thoughts. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights, but ultimately let's just have some fun. Please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. We want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.